There are many tips online and offline how to become a better public speaker, how to improve your presentation skills, how to deliver an effective speech, and so on. And although the majority of them are good, all of them are kind of standard. These are the same standard practice. These are the same standard write your speech beforehand. These are very good but standard tips that we hear every single time when we talk about public speaking. So today I decided to speak about some other tips, 4 tips that actually work, some tips that are not from the public speaking books or rhetorics books, tips that helped me to deliver so many presentations in my life, tips that helped me to become a good public speaker, tips that helped me to become a TEDx speaker, and tips that, although they're not so popular, they're very easy and effective in a long run. Hello everyone, my name is Luminita, and before we start I want to say that this video is not with some short-term tips. So this video will not include anything that can help you for your presentation tomorrow or if you have to go on the stage in 5 minutes. If you want something like this, let me know in the comment section below and I will definitely do this. But today I want to speak about my favorite personal 4 tips that are for the long run, that are for becoming generally a better public speaker, generally a good communicator, for those people that either go big or go home. So if you are here for the long-term game, if you are here to improve yourself and your skills for your lifelong experience and knowledge, then let's get started. And the very first thing that will make you a good communicator is exercising or practicing your articulation and pronunciation. And I know that many books and videos say that you have to concentrate on what you say, how you say it, and so on. But not so many say that it doesn't matter how great and structured your text is if nobody can actually clearly understand you. Moreover, speaking in a more articulated way is a great sign of confidence. Just think back when you were a child. Remember when you were asked something that you didn't want to answer? What would you do? For example, your mother would ask you, "Where have you been the whole afternoon?" And if you didn't want to say where you've been, or you were not sure, or you just wanted it to be a secret, you will mumble the answer under your nose. So that would be, "Where have you been the whole afternoon?" And you would say, "Moo." Where? Moo. And because we all did that, no matter in what country you were born, on a subconscious way, we still have this idea that mumbling under your nose is a sign that you are not sure of what you're saying, or you don't want to say it, or you're not confident. That's why speaking or saying something in a clear, articulated way is a sign that you know what you say, you know that what you're saying is right. You want your audience to hear every single word, because every single word is important. Of course, you don't have to exaggerate and speak every single word with your whole face. That doesn't look natural and that actually looks weird. But having a good pronunciation, speaking clearly, will definitely have a very beneficial impact on the message that you're sending, on the understanding of your audience. And therefore, you can either go to some specialist that will give you different exercises that will work with you one-on-one, or there are enough videos on YouTube with different exercises. All of them are different in different languages, because in different languages pronunciations and accents are different. That's why choose the language that you want to speak in, or your native language or English, and daily practice some phrases that are given. They're usually not that big, not that difficult, but really daily having, 5 minutes daily of exercising will improve the quality of your speech exponentially. My second tip is even easier. You have to speak more or talk more on a daily basis. What I see in the majority of the people that I'm coaching in public speaking and presentation skills is that the majority of them are not that good in public speaking because they are very much in their heads. So they can formulate everything in their heads. In their mind, they have the perfect speech, but the moment they start to talk, everything falls apart. So what talking more on a daily basis helps us with is actually creating this connection between our thoughts and what we're vocifying or what we're saying. That's why your perfect thoughts will not be perfect just in your head, but you can actually clearly say them. A different reason for that is that I noticed that a lot of people are not comfortable with the sound of their voice. Generally, the action of talking sounds or seems pretty weird. And how you can talk more on a daily basis is always try to talk instead of text. So if you have the possibility to make a reservation, not just send them an email, but really call them and spend this 2 minutes talking on the phone. Or talk to your partner about your day. Because on the stage, then the action of being in front of someone and sharing your thoughts will not be that uncomfortable and weird, but it will be something that you do on a daily basis anyway. The third tip was actually life-changing for me personally, and I highly encourage you to learn improvisation or to learn to improvise. What improvisation generally teaches is having or getting this quick reaction to something that was unexpected. And this is a crucial skill when you are giving presentations or you're having public speaking engagements, because many things can go wrong, and I cannot count how many times my slide would not work, although my presentation was going hand in hand with my slides, how many times the microphone would not work, how many times this and that happened. Also, it doesn't happen to me so many times, but I know that a lot of people have this fear that in the moment when they're on the stage, their mind will go blank and they'll forget all the words. And especially in these cases, learning to improvise, learning how to react to circumstances will be extremely beneficial to you. Moreover, if you know already after some exercises that you can quickly react to anything, the moment you go on the stage, you will know that even if, although you practice, although you prepared, even if something goes wrong, everything will go good anyways, because you know that you can react. And again, this helped me so many times in my life. I personally learned a lot of improvisation when I was going to theater classes when I was a teenager, but again, you can also go to some theater courses either online or offline. There are other videos. If you want me to share with you some information about improvisation, let me know about this in the comment section below, and I will definitely make a video about that. But learning to improvise is such a great skill, not just in public speaking, also in the daily life. Knowing how to quickly react to a situation will save your life and will save your performance and your image and your face. And the fourth tip is so clear and easy, yet so many people have some problems with it. And my recommendation is to finally get comfortable with yourself. And as I told you in the second tip, I know that a lot of people, especially the people that I coach, have this problem of getting comfortable with the sound of their voice when they speak. Many of them are not comfortable seeing themselves when they speak. And if you are not comfortable with yourself, if you're not comfortable in your role as a speaker, if you feel very tense on the stage, how can you expect your audience to be open to what you're saying and be comfortable with you? So getting comfortable with the sound of your voice is already clear. We talked about it in the second tip. But you also need to know how you look like when you talk. You have to imagine yourself, how you look, even if you don't see yourself. Because this way you can control it, this way you know what your audience is, and this way you can control how your audience feels. Does it have to feel very enthusiastic, or does it have to calm down? And so on. And therefore you can go for the old trick with a mirror, in which every single time when you're in front of a mirror, or every single time when you are brushing your teeth, you just look into the mirror and you start to talk. Maybe your presentation that you are going to give, maybe on a different topic. Just imagine that you're on the stage, or just imagine you're in front of a camera and you're giving an interview, whatever the situation is. And for these cases, again, improvisation is great because it gives you very different situations that you can play around with. And and don't tell me that that's creepy and that's weird, because you look yourself in the mirror when you brush your hair, or when you brush your teeth, or when you put clothes on. Seeing yourself doesn't have to be weird. You have to love yourself and be comfortable with yourself. So you should be okay with seeing yourself in the mirror. If you don't feel comfortable with that, I definitely recommend to record yourself. You can do this just for yourself or for your archive, and delete the video right after the moment you look through it. Or you can go for social media. And before I started my YouTube channel, because I was a little bit shy talking in front of a camera, I started to actually record Instagram stories. In the sense that I was not just texting something in there, but I started to talk in front of the camera, and I was posting it, and this gave me a little bit of an overview of, hey, how do I look? How do I move? Are my expressions too much? Is my mouth not moving at all? Again, this will help you with articulation. If Instagram stories are not an option for you anymore, or generally, then starting a YouTube channel is also a great opportunity. You can also make it private and make all the videos private so nobody sees them. But filming yourself and watching your videos might be a little bit weird at the beginning. Was my case, I have to confess. But again, you are watching yourself. Why this should be weird? Why this should be creepy? And this is an instant feedback. You look at yourself and you know, okay, my hands are everywhere, or I'm standing there as a piece of wood and I don't move at all. So yeah, these were my personal 4 tips that might not be that popular, but they're very easy, extremely effective, especially in the long run if you decided that you want to be a better communicator, if you decided that you want to improve personally, if you decided that you want to be a greater or more effective public speaker. I hope that these tips were helpful for you. If so, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and click on the bell button to get notified every single time when such a video comes up. If you have some other tips that helped you personally, please share them all with us in the comment section below. If you want to learn something more about communication, public speaking, presentations, you can click here and here to join my growing community. Remember that communication builds connections and miscommunication builds a mess. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.